guys, it's Rob. Stephanie and I are out doing something fun today. We're here in Lubbock, Texas, our hometown. We're gonna go take a look around where this guy, Buddy Holly, hung out around Lubbock, Texas, since he was born here in Lubbock, Texas. We are just across the street from the Buddy Holly Museum, which we'll show you just in a minute. Right now, this is the West Texas Music Hall of Fame that we're at right now. They have a statue of Buddy Holly behind us, along with a bunch of musicians that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So join us, will you? Let's go have a great day. There's some few people that were inducted. Waylon Jennings, Mac Davis, Jimmy Dean, Roy Orbison, Joe Eli, the Gatlin Brothers, Bob Willis, and here's a local Texas country singer, Josh Abbott, that was inducted just last year. So straight across the street we're looking at right now is the old Fort Worth and Denver depot that was here in Lubbock, train depot. It is now the Buddy Holly Museum. Unfortunately, they do not allow photography or filming inside, so we will not be able to show you that. But it is located at the intersection of Cricket and 19th Street. At the corner of Mac Davis and Avenue X would have been 1911 6th Street. This would have been Buddy Holly's birthplace and his first house. Lawrence and Ella Holly lived in a small one-story home at 1911 6th Street when their fourth and last child, Charles Hardin Holly, was born on September 7th, 1936. Nicknamed Buddy, he chose to adopt the spelling Holly, H-O-L-L-Y, when it was first misspelled on his first record contract in 1956. It is now a Walmart, and this is actually the backside of the Walmart. But yeah, so pretty cool. This is the Plains Clinic. Although Buddy Holly was born at home, Dr. Olin Key, the attending physician whose name appears on Buddy Holly's birth certificate, kept his office at this location, then named Key Clinic. The insignia of the three original doctors of the facility, Key, Malone, and Arnett, appear in the original floor tile of the building. This building, first known as the Plains Clinic, later became St. Mary's of the Plains Hospital, one of Lubbock's earliest hospitals. So, it is actually connected to Cafe J right there, and I was just informed that there was a new wing over here that was added later on. This is Roscoe Wilson Elementary School, 2807 25th Street. This is Buddy Holly's first school. On his first grade report card, his teacher wrote, "Buddy bothers his neighbors in school." Buddy attended here from 1943 to 1947. And they are in session right now, so I'm not going to film because there are kids off to it. But yeah, this is where he went to school. This is Roosevelt Elementary School. Buddy Holly and Barbara Denning were featured in the Roosevelt School Annual as the king and queen of the 6th grade. Buddy attended here from 1947 to 1949. This is at 1406 County Road 3300 in Lubbock, Texas. And I am filming this from my car. Alright, this is Hutchinson Junior High. Holly and friend Bob Montgomery performed for a Parents' Night program at the school. No one thought to ask them what they intended to sing, and when their turn came, they announced they would be singing a country song by the Carlisle Brothers. They dedicated the song, "Too Old to Cut the Mustard," to one of their teachers. Buddy Holly attended junior high school here from 1949 to 1952 at J.T. Hutchinson High School, located at 31st and Canton Avenue. This is Lubbock High School, where Buddy Holly attended high school. Near the end of his sophomore year, Buddy wrote an autobiography. "I have thought about making a career out of Western music if I am good enough, but I will just have to wait and see how that turns out." Buddy Holly graduated on May 27th, 1955. Inside, the school features a small exhibit in the main hallway that includes Buddy Holly memorabilia. Buddy Holly attended senior high school here from 1952 to 1955. This is also Lubbock's oldest high school. Lubbock High.
This is Buddy Holly's house he was living in with his family when That'll Be the Day became the #1 record in the country. I'm not going to give this address out just due to the S they're not wanting to be imposed on. This is it. The house that Buddy Holly married Maria Elena Santiago on August 15th, or on August 15th, 1958 in a private ceremony. This was his parents' home. The Holly's family pastor, Ben Johnson, conducted the ceremony, and Joe Maudlin and Jerry Allison attended the small affair along with several friends as soon as the service was over. Joe and Jerry put on the record, "Now We're One." Maria and Buddy honeymooned in Acapulco for a week after their marriage. So this was Buddy Holly's parents' house, located right here. Currently, where this Wiener Schnitzel is, was the former home of the Heidi-Ho Drive-In on University Avenue. While the Heidi-Ho is no longer here, drive-in restaurants combined America's love of the automobile with their desire to socialize and dine, becoming a classic part of 1950s American culture. The Heidi-Ho Drive-In restaurant was a favorite gathering place for most Lubbock teenagers, including Buddy Holly and the Crickets. Circling the Ho meant driving around the Heidi-Ho in order to be seen and to socialize with your friends. Besides spending free time at the Heidi-Ho, Buddy Holly and the Crickets performed at the establishment as a promotional event. As you can see, it is now a Wiener Schnitzel located at 313 University Avenue.
KRFE Radio, formerly KDAV Radio, KDAV, located 6602 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. This is where Pappy, Dave Stone, and Hippocates Duncan started what is considered the first full-time country music station in the United States. The station featured the Sunday Party, where local talent would perform on the air. The Buddy and Jack Show was a regular feature on Sunday Party before giving way to Buddy and Bob Show. So Buddy Holly did some stuff at this radio station. Where this Gandy stands today at 201 University Avenue in Lubbock, Texas, was formerly the Lawson Roller Rink. Buddy Holly signed a one-year contract to perform here weekends. His first performance was for an after-game Thanksgiving dance. This is a Lubbock historic landmark. Across the street here at 2329 34th Street, Buddy Holly and the Crickets performed here at the Village Theater along with the Four Teens, Tinker Carlin, and the Cats and Pat and Shirley Richardson. The ad in the Lubbock Avalanche Journal read, "Come and see the biggest rock and roll stage program, presented by Lubbock's Rock and Rollers. Man, what a show." It is now DJ Sports is the name of the business today. But that is the old Village Theater in Lubbock, Texas at 34th and Avenue X. So the original entrance would have been right there.
Here where the El Patron currently sits is where the Cotton Club was at East 50th Street and Southeast Drive. While the Cotton Club building is no longer here, there is a historic landmark which is marked on the map. Buddy Holly performed here, as well as other talented musicians such as Elvis Presley. The Cotton Club was Lubbock's leading country dance hall during its heyday. Again, this is at East 50th and Southeast Drive in Lubbock, Texas. It's now called El Patron. This is the Fair Park Coliseum located at the South Plains Fairgrounds at Avenue A and 10th Street. Buddy Holly opened shows for Bill Haley and Elvis Presley, among others. Eddie Crandell watched Buddy Holly perform here in 1955 and brokered his first recording contract with Decca Records. This is also where the, like I said, the South Plains Fair is held every year too in March as well. Very cool. You'll need to go check it out when they hold that.
KRFE Radio, formerly KDAV Radio, KDAV, located 6602 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. This is where Pappy, Dave Stone, and Hippocates Duncan started what is considered the first full-time country music station in the United States. The station featured the Sunday Party, where local talent would perform on the air. The Buddy and Jack Show was a regular feature on Sunday Party before giving way to Buddy and Bob Show. So Buddy Holly did some stuff at this radio station.
Alright, across the street is the Tabernacle Baptist Church. This is where Buddy Holly and his family attended church at the Tabernacle Baptist Church. Pastor Ben Johnson married Buddy Holly and Marisa Elena Santiago on August 15th in a private ceremony at the Holly's home, which we just showed you. Buddy Holly's funeral was later held in the sanctuary here on Saturday, February 7th, 1959. You are asked not to enter unless attending a service here.
This area off of North University and Cesar Chavez is the Buddy Holly Rec Center. Back in the 1950s, Larry Holly, Buddy's brother, remembers when Buddy was young and just learning to play his guitar. Holly says his little brother, Buddy, was rather noisy, and upon complaints from his parents, Buddy would come to this area and practice in a barn with his friends. The barn is no longer here. I'm not sure exactly where it would be, but we'll just take a quick look around here just to see what's down in this area. Besides some noisy ducks. There is a house over there in that direction that was built in 1936 by a Texas Technological College or Texas Tech College professor, zoological professor in 1936. And if you go further down back that way, there's some exercise areas. A couple of bridges down here. That house actually now is a party house that you can rent out. Gazebo over there. And back over here to the left, where that van's turning in, is University Drive. So this is University and Cesar Chavez. Just Lubbock ducks swimming through the park, being noisy. Hey guys, we're back here at the Buddy Holly Center here in Lubbock, Texas. Just informed we can actually take pictures inside the J.I. Allison house, which is Buddy Holly's former drummer and co-writer of Peggy Sue, and that'll be a day. So let's go take a look.
Yeah, this looks like my grandma's house. Looks like my grandma's house. Oh, that's a really beta TV.
You're close. It's free today.
Okay.
And y'all can take pictures in this house.
You can't play it. You can't play that. I have two. I'll need you to. This is a big room. Not work. Please use the restroom in the Buddy Holly set.
This would have been the master bedroom, his parents' room.
I think it goes going out of the kitchen.
This might be able to help make this happen.
Feel free to have a look around.
I think we need some of those salt and pepper shakers with the rooster on it. Ooh, cool. is buried. Which is this right over here. First road you come in, you take a right. And here's his grave right here. He was killed February 3rd, 1959 in the plane crash out at Clear Lake, Iowa. Him, Richie Valens, and J.P. Richardson, known as the Big Bopper, were all on a plane when it crashed, taking off. Many fans have traveled over 10,000 miles to visit this grave. To the right of the inscription on the headstone is a raised carving of Buddy's electric guitar. His father, L.O. Holly, is buried on his right. So here's Buddy's site, and here is his dad's grave. And I believe this is his mom's grave right here.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our little tour of Buddy Holly's homes here in Lubbock, Texas, and J.I. Allison's house. He's the only living cricket still alive to this day. He lives in Tennessee, I believe, now is what we were told. If y'all come to the Buddy Holly Museum, just be prepared. There are some artifacts from the crash in there that might be emotional to some people. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe so you can be notified of when we post videos. Remember, no bad days.